excited to welcome our next guest. I've known her since she was a little girl. Last time I interviewed her must have been out 3 years ago when she was just launching herself into her acting career. Welcome back, Veronica. How are you, darling?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. How are you?
I'm really, really well and very happy to catch up with you and looking forward to knowing what's going on in your life, because I've heard from your mother that there are some exciting things on the horizon. So, Veronica, tell us, first of all, what is your stage name? I didn't know which surnames to use. What is the name that you're going by professionally?
Well, first, thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. I love you so much, that I have to say. My stage name is Veronica Gregory. I use my second last name. I don't know, I think it has a catch, but
it certainly does. So, Veronica, what have you been up to since I last saw you 3 years ago? I know you've been singing, you've been acting. So give us a little rundown of what you've been up to.
Oh, I mean, it's 3 years. It's 3 years, but aside from working really hard, I've been having a lot of new projects that I'm very excited. Actually, it's been 3 years of hard work getting to those opportunities. It's more like it's been like 3 years of building to get to this point that I'm now, that I'm having a lot of projects, very interesting projects. I'm very happy. Singing, acting, writing. Yeah.
It really is that way. We were talking with Nami Hagigi, who's a business coach, and we were saying about really when you plant the seed, the flowers have to grow. They don't immediately sprout. And it's very important to get everything going. So tell us, what is now happening with you that is so exciting?
Well, a little bit of everything, I have to say. First, in the projects I was involved before all of this happened, before all of us got in quarantine. I was doing a theater play, and I was in a TV show project. Both of them are amazing projects. I'm very excited. I'm very proud, and it makes me feel complete, like they trusted in me, because they're huge projects. So
I can't. Such a shy little girl when you were younger, and to think of you now standing on a theatre with a live audience, that is quite unique.
I was very shy. I was very, very shy, but I think when you really love something, there's nothing can stop you. And I think I knew from the beginning that I wanted this. I started singing before acting. Singing was first. I think singing made me feel like I could express everything without having to show myself. And and that before I was so shy to really say what I was thinking or feeling, that I used music and it helped me a lot. And now acting is just completing all of that process. But I knew it. I think I knew it from the beginning that I wanted this, and it's been a hard work throughout the years to get to this point. So that's why I'm so proud, that I was saying before. I'm really proud of.
So what was the name of the play?
Well, the play name is Stracciatella, and it's a beautiful, beautiful story about a family. It's a family reunion. It's a family that has been through rough times, and they got separated. And it's been 9 years since they talked to each other or seen each other. And my character, Maria, the oldest sister, gets to reunite them for one night in Christmas. So it's all about what happened that night.
It sounds,
and making peace with the past. It's beautiful.
It sounds so exciting. I'm so happy for you, but even more so because I believe there's also a TV series that you're going to be taking part in, or you are taking part in. Tell us about how that came about and what's been happening so far.
Well, my mom, my number one fan, she got across a casting for a TV show, a superhero TV show here in Spain. And I'm a superhero freak. I love it. So my mom sent it to me and she said, you have to do the casting. This is for you. And making a long story short, I got the role. And at the beginning, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. Like, I cannot express it with words. So much work to get to that point, that not only I got the role in the show, but I got to travel to New York City for the New York Comic Con.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we went there to promote the show and to film the teaser, and to connect a little bit with my character. And the team is amazing, the script is amazing, and the opportunity that they're giving me is just huge. So
what role are you playing, and what is the name of the show, if we could know?
The show's name is Kabukis. Yeah.
And what is your superpower? Can you give us a bit of information?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I'm not only tremendously excited and grateful for having the opportunity to be in this show, but my character, I think, is amazing. My name is Minerva, and Minerva is not exactly a superhero. I'm not gonna say anything else, but the evolution that my character has throughout the show is gonna be interesting, I think, to see, for the people to connect with Minerva.
And when can we expect to see this on our screens?
Well, I think many projects, because of the quarantine, they're a little bit stuck. But I've been talking with the team, and they told me as soon as this is over and is safe, because that's the most important thing right now, they will continue with the pre-production process. That is where the stage that the show is right now.
Well, we obviously can't wait to hear more. In the meanwhile, how are you handling the lockdown? I mean, is it boring? Are you using time to be creative? Because I know you're always doing something.
I'm having different days. I mean, I love to be home. Like, I'm very I'm calm. I enjoy my time at home, and I come from a few months of a lot of work. It's been very stressful because of the theater play. We had a lot of rehearsals, and it's a complicated play, and I didn't have time for anything. So when this came around, I just tried to be positive and keep my mind in the positive vibe, and enjoy my time to relax, to recover, sleep, and to do all those things that normally you don't have time, but you need to do. I've been singing a lot. That is, as I said before, one of my passions. So I'm enjoying this time. I'm staying here with my boyfriend, and he plays the guitar. So we're doing nice covers and singing a lot.
Well, I have to say that I couldn't be happier for you, and I've never seen you happier. So that just warms my heart. Well done, Mum. She is, without a doubt, apart from very dear friend, as you say, she's helped you so much. It's so nice to see your family and your dad and your brother and everyone and your sister support you so much. God bless you, Vero. It's lovely to see you. Veronica Gregory, the star of today and tomorrow. Proud and honored to know you, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure.
Well, we'll be doing more. We won't wait 3 years for the next one. God bless you, darling. Speak soon.
in addition to the fabulous insurance that you get with Línea Directa. Being a Spanish company, they cover you by all the local Spanish laws, plus they have a fleet of tow trucks, mechanics, garages, hotels, lawyers, whatever you need. Línea Directa truly do cater to our expats' needs, and all we can say is yes, thank you very much. This is a really nice option to make sure we keep ourselves very safe. If you want more information on this, please go to their website, lineadirecta.com, or call them on 952 14 78 34. That's 952 14 78 34, because Línea Directa are putting your safety first.
A big welcome back to Chris Long. He's the principal of the English International College, which is East Marbella, Algeria side, not where we go often if we live down. This is if God knows where we live, but nowadays, all shut at home, it's like so close, technology. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. I like the sound of East Marbella as well. That sounds quite sort of like trendy and happening. Yeah, East Marbella it is.
East Marbella, I mean, that's where, where all the posh people live.
I think so. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, good. We're having a nice day off, so yeah, I'm good.
The things with the changes now of the lockdown, foreseeable opening of doors, businesses, what are the prospects for the schools? Are they definitely not going to open till September? Do you have any more information?
I think reading in between the lines, obviously it's going to be very gradual. Businesses, some bars and restaurants potentially going to be opening in the next few weeks. It doesn't look likely that there'll be much in terms of school opening before the end of our term. It's obviously a very complex thing of getting in social distancing with some of the little ones. So September looks a safer bet. So we're just trying to, absorb that and work with the guidelines really. And it, again, as outlined by the government, the new norm seems to be kind of the end of June or mid-end of June, and obviously that's before that's after our end of term. So yeah.
What's going to happen with the exams for the bigger kids?
Yeah, the exams now, we've got some clarity that in terms of the examination board. So we're sending off lots of evidence for each student so that the examination board can make a decision based on what the teachers have predicted them, based on what evidence there is, and the examination boards have got to put all of that information together and decide and award the grades that are fair. So they're looking really for information from schools. Schools will rank the students in terms of where they feel each student sits and send evidence with a grade. And then it's over to the examination boards to release the grades as they would in the summer. The same dates in August, the students will get their results on those dates, and then fingers crossed they'll be happy with all of them. And fingers crossed again that they'll be off to universities that will be open and ready for them in the UK and beyond. But again, that's also a great unknown.
What a unique situation, no? I mean, to have such a big difference in the way they're going to be examined. I mean, it could be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally different. And obviously that lack of sort of closure or the momentum that builds up for the exams, the students have been sort of, feeding on is not going to happen. So we've absorbed that, and what we're doing now is running the next qualification. So the students that were in year 11 are going to be starting their A-levels. And we've just switched it so that we're using this time, and so there's no sort of rest, there's no lack of momentum in terms of what's happening. But for the students, it's been a really, really difficult period.
Mind you, the nice thing is they don't have to do that big scary exam.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but I think some of them, will find that is a bit of a shame in terms of it doesn't give the closure, and some of them were getting, building and building that doesn't happen. But obviously nobody likes exams, and if you can remove that element and still be awarded, I suppose that's got some advantages.
What other things have you been up to? Because your school is so comprehensive, not just in academics, but also in the arts. I imagine you've also been doing things like that online?
Yeah, we've been trying to do as much and diversify as much as possible, because online school is going and is ticking along really nicely with lessons. So we're running photo competitions, we're getting students to bring in videos and challenges and sporting challenges, and as much as possible to keep students engaged and also to get that balance between on-screen and off-screen. And now that students can have some freedom beyond and over 14, they can go for a walk. With their parents under 14, they can go for a walk as well. We want to make sure that the students have that time to switch off. So it's been interesting to try and absorb the new guidelines, make sure ultimately what we're doing is best for the students and the families, because 6-7 hours of screen time a day has to come over a point where it's over, screens are closed, and they can get out and get some now lovely fresh air.
Nice to see that things actually are moving forward and actual light at the end of the tunnel. We've even got nice weather, so that's good, except for you with your hay fever, as I understand it.
Yeah, it's challenging, but it's not too bad. Yeah, today's not a good day, but yeah, overall not too bad on that one.
Well, it's lovely to catch up with you, Chris. Thank you so much for your time. I know that you're obviously busier than ever, particularly with this new exam strategies, giving you all lots of work, but worth it in the end. Yeah,
I hope so. I think students will get the grades that they're awarded, and as I said, we'll celebrate them in the ways that we can. If that is graduation, online assemblies, and when we can hopefully get to restaurants to celebrate them, then we certainly will.
Well, Chris, thank you so much. Look forward to catching up again. And in the meanwhile, enjoy the day in the sunshine.
I will indeed. Thank you. And the same to you.
Take care.
All right.
Hey, hey. Always a pleasure to welcome Charo van Hulst to the programme. She works with the Butterfly Children charity, raising funds and awareness, and they've just celebrated 27 years. Charo, congratulations to all of you. Must be a very emotive moment.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, 27th anniversary, and we made a video on Instagram and YouTube, and so it's an important day to celebrate for us. 27 years ago, the couple in Marbella started the charity because of their son Inigo. He was born with EB, and they were devastated, and they thought, like, this, we don't want this to happen to anybody else in Spain. We need to do something, and they did a massive achievement, and here we are, 27 years in Spain. We're the only charity helping the families with EB in Spain, and we're connected with several Deborah charities in the world, because the children are born all over the world with the butterfly skin. But we are helping 300 families at the moment in Spain, and incredible job.
It really is, because above all, the moment of when you don't know what's going on must be the worst. It's obviously something that is a lifetime commitment, and but at the same time, the not knowing, it must be so reassuring to have the teams of the Butterfly Children traveling, giving guidance. During lockdown, obviously, this is more challenging.
Yes, it is always challenging, but now it's even more challenging. But we have some online virtual events. We had, for example, a wine tasting over the weekend. So, and a concert, a Spanish, half Dutch artist was singing songs this weekend, and so you can see people are trying to be creative and still fundraise for us, but it's really challenging. We need to have more of those kind of sponsors, and kind people who are donating their talents and their time to us, but mainly donations. We really need your donations and generosity, to be honest, to survive.
Well, I think that is a very important message to get across, and I hope that all the local businesses, and even maybe not so local, will appreciate the plight and get involved. Charo, you guys are doing an amazing job. Congratulations. We'll catch up again for next week. God bless.
Thank you. See you next week.
If we try.